The neatest brother, yeah, the personality is different, but it's normal when you are older brother and the younger brother, and this is a part of life. But in our principles, in our style of play, it's a very important part how they play, especially in our defense behavior. And both of them great guys. The mentality, the behavior, the professional behavior off the field, the preparation when we start the training session in our gym. So very, very professional, and this is what we need. And hopefully we can see these both guys, and also in a very, very good spot on Saturday.
Thanks, Mark Fishkin.
Coach, when you arrived here, the notion was that, I think you were quoted as saying, we don't necessarily need to go for the championship in the first year.
But it was necessary to win every game.
For sure. And yet here you are playing for a championship less than a year after you've arrived. Can you talk about the journey that you've had, engaging with the players, learning the league, and now finding yourself one game away from a title? Yeah,
it's great since my first day when I came here in our facility, in our stadium, to feel the atmosphere, to know the people, to get to know all these people here in our club, and this was great. And also to start the work with our players, with the whole team on the field, and we had very, very good moments, very well moments during the season, in the regular season, and then also was a part of the season, especially end of the part, some games which was not so good how we played. So, but at the end now. Very good energy level, very good mentality, and for sure I'm very proud now to be here and that we have the chance all together, this big opportunity to play the final. And so this was my personal journey from the whole year, but now my main focus is also how can we win and how can we be in a very good spot for Saturday.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, this is a bit of a general question, but because of the regular season you had, there's a lot of people out there that are wondering where this has come from, with this playoff run and whatnot. Can you explain, even if it's in general terms, without giving any secrets away, what has unlocked with this club?
What happened in the playoffs, you mean? Or?
Yeah, just this run, all the road.
Yeah, I said this after, I don't know if it was after Orlando or after NYCFC game, maybe for a lot of people outside from this club, it's the biggest surprise for me. So we are feeling very well that we are now able to play a final on Saturday. But so I would say also that we played the whole regular season the most of the time in the regular season in a very good spot, and that we played with a very good quality, that we showed our principles as well. So, and now when you start the playoffs, then the first game came against Columbus, and then you get the result for sure. Then it makes also was something with the team to get the confidence, to have the self-confidence, and this is what we have shown the last games. So, and now, not to talk much, to be honest, not to talk too much about the last week. So more what we need on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Next, Christian Ortiz.
Coach,
hello. Thank you.
Saturday.
Yeah, that's good.
I wanted to ask you about the opponent. Obviously, Ricky Pucci's out for this game. How does the dynamic of the LA Galaxy change without him in the lineup?
Yeah, for sure, is a very good player, key player for LA Galaxy, but on the other side, they have a lot of good players, very well individual players, especially in their offense behavior. So if you see both wingers, if you see the strikers, if you see the midfield players, 6-8 positions, so that's a very good quality, very good also from the tactical point. They are in a very good spot. They won a lot of games, especially in the last couple of months, especially at home in their stadium. So, and this is a challenge for us, but we have to be ready. This is our target. We have to be ready. Then how we can defend against the LA Galaxy, and also to find our moments with the ball or in transition.
And we'll finish up with Christian in the room.
Coach, just, obviously everyone kind of knows how great of a player Emil is. I'm curious, from being around him this season and seeing him, what to you makes him such a special player? Is there anything, I guess, something that we don't notice on the field or even behind the scenes that you've picked up on that you said this is why he's so special?
I got this question so many times, and to be honest, and it was always my same answer, hopefully. He's not only a great player, he's also a great person. So how he leads the team off the field in the locker room, and so this is important with his experience, and he feels also the responsibility for the team, and that's great. It's not only for himself the responsibility, also the responsibility for young players, for experienced players from all these other countries, the players. So and that's great. So but now. It's on Saturday. So Saturday is the next game. This is the final, the MLS Cup final, and we can talk a lot about what was the whole year, what was the whole season in the regular season, the playoffs before. So so now it's crunch time, Saturday, and now we have to show our quality in a best spot which we need.
Excellent. We will now take a few questions from
Thank you.
Zoom. As a reminder, for those on Zoom, please, as your name is called, please, you'll be prompted to unmute yourself, and we ask that you do that. We're going to lead off with Jacob Schneider of goal.com, followed by Joe Lowry. Jacob, go ahead. It looks like we are unable to hear Jacob at this time. Joe, we will go to you. Jacob, we will come back.
Perfect. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
Amazing. Sandro, thank you for taking time. Joe Lowry from backheel.com. At times this season, it seemed to me that maybe you all as a club had defended with a slightly lower line of confrontation, defending a bit deeper down the field. And then ahead of the Columbus series, Lewis Morgan was telling me that you and the players really decided to press high, maybe more consistently from the jump in that game. And we've seen you all press high, quite often throughout the playoffs. Against the Galaxy, how do you balance being aggressive defensively and pressing high as you've been doing, but also not giving the Galaxy's dangerous attackers chances to get on the ball in behind?
Yeah, I would say we need both behaviors in our defense styles. So we will have to find the right moments, how we press in a higher position, and on the other side, we have also then to see and to read these situations when they overload some situations, some spaces in the center or on the side, to read very quick the game then, and then to have a very good reaction of their position, of their ball position from 10, striker, winger players. And this is our job, to find the best solution. That's my job with my assistance coach, to find the best solution for Saturday.
Excellent. Next up, we will go to John Lupo, followed by Tom Hindle. John, go ahead.
Sandro, just what is the week of preparation like? I mean, I know you always want to stay in your routine, but being that this is a final, you will have to travel across the country. Do you do anything differently that you would do in the regular season, or even that you've done earlier in the playoffs? Or is it all the same? And what's the key to that preparation?
The biggest difference, I would say, is I will not eat with my family on Wednesday and Thursday. So this is the biggest difference. So we are flying tomorrow to Los Angeles, and we will have our video sessions in Los Angeles, like here in our facility. We will have our training session on the road, like here in our facility. So I would say, when we are talking about the biggest differences, I would say the meal room.
Excellent. We will kick it now to Tom Hindle from Goal. Tom?
Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for taking the time, Coach. I just wanted to ask, before you came here, came to MLS, what did you know about the LA-New York rivalry, and how has that changed sort of over your time and over the course of the season?
Yeah, we played in the preseason against LA Galaxy. So this was the first time that we played against each other in the preseason. I think it was our last game, to be honest, in the preseason. So it was 1 week before we start the game. The first game in our regular season on the road in Nashville. So we have some pictures when we played against them, but most of the time, for sure, now in our analyze is the last games, the games from the last weeks, and yeah, when we start our work, it was not now clear now to have the main focus what the opponents are doing in our league or in the Western Conference. Our main concentration, our main target was when we start here to come together was so what we have to do with our team, the atmosphere, what we have to create, which atmosphere, which identity, what identity do we need in our daily work. This was our main part, and then starts the process, and also to get to know then the league, the opponents, when we start then the preseason, the first games, and then also the first games in our regular season.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We're going to try Jacob Schneider one more time. Jacob, let's see if that works.
Hey,
Not-
Sandro, can you hear
Not
me now?
Jochen Schneider.
Hi, Sandro, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
All right, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. Nice to chat
no
with you.
problem. No problem. You have to pay next time.
Yeah. I just wanted to talk to you about how the Red Bulls have gone about surrounding some of their domestic talent with some older veterans and some stars in 2024, bringing in Forsberg, bringing in Carbaggio, and how they've kind of had an influence on some of the younger members of the squad that has resulted in, this postseason run.
Yeah, it's also good to have experience in our roster, in our starting lineup, but you have also the most important part is to have the quality and to have and also the behavior, the right mentality, the right energy every day to work hard. So it's good that we have these characters with experience, but that we have also these characters and this kind of behavior of mentality also with our young group, with our young players, and it's a good mix now to have these, and hopefully we can see this on Saturday from the starting lineup. And it's sometimes not important, is he 16, 17, 23, 32? So it's important when it's kickoff. So at 1:10 p.m., I think it's a kickoff on Saturday. So then you have to be ready. On each position, you have to be ready. And it doesn't matter then the age of the player.
Fantastic. And Coach, we'll take one more from Zoom. Michael Batista, you are free to ask.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. I would love to ask you, last game, man of the match was Cameron Harper. He got that little trophy. And just to see his performance over the playoffs, full field player, he kind of gets lost in the shuffle sometimes when you have, great goals from, critical goals from other guys. Can you just talk about his performance over the last few games and going into the final, how important he's going to be in that midfield?
Yeah, it was great performance. Especially since the first game when we played on the road in Columbus in our playoff game. So he made his job very well on his position, in our defense behavior to be very aggressive. Also some moments, and I think the whole team, this is what we have to improve, especially on Saturday when we have maybe also in some situations more the ball or in our transitions. This is what we can improve, but in his mentality, in his defensive behavior, very well, and yeah, and this the same like Felipe Carballo, like Emil Forsberg, and all the other guys. But on Saturday, this is what we have to see as well, and this is what we expect from our team.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time, Coach, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you. See you. When is the next press conference?
For you, Thursday.
Thursday. Great. Perfect. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.